and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well and having a nice weekend. This week's video is gonna be again kind of like a special video. I am doing again a reviewing of a brand that I have seen on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere is it advertised, and I must say that the ads always look like very cool and the pieces that they advertise look very cool. So I thought I would give them a try and I ordered a couple of pieces. I am talking about the brand Cider. I don't know if you guys heard of it, but I will also link here their Instagram page. They're also a quite well-known brand. I must say that I was very skeptical. I think I was planning to order on this brand's website also, I think maybe like a year or 2 years ago, but then I didn't go through with my order just because I was a little bit skeptical if they were actually legit or not. But this time around I thought that I would just like give them a try. With the reviewing type of videos, I have also myself discovered a lot of brands that I still actually like, so I thought why not, let's just give them a try and see what they're all about. I did my order there and I ordered I think around 5 pieces initially. To be honest, the whole ordering process was quite easy. The website was very well functional. There were no like very weird things happening and so on. They also had a kind of like a discount code for first-time subscribers to their newsletter and so on, which I think is also pretty standard now for brands to do. I ordered I think my order at around the 10th of January, if I am not mistaken. It was delivered and it was shipped quite soon as well. I do have to say that before sending me the shipping email, they also sent me a notification stating that one of the items that I had ordered had been sold out, and they immediately also gave me the money back for the item that was sold out. So that was also pretty surprising because I always feel very skeptical with these brands if they are actually going through with kind of like the money back guarantee and so on, but that did actually happen very quickly. Like they sent me the email and then immediately I also received a confirmation for the money that I received back. So that was also pretty cool. Definitely it was not as cool to just kind of not receive the item that I had ordered, but I was still either way quite happy that they were very fast with that. And once the order was shipped, I think it took about a week for it to arrive to Switzerland. And to be honest, I was also quite happy with their the whole shipping process. It was very quick, very smooth, no issues at all. So in that aspect, I did not find any kind of weird or skeptical things happening. Once I opened my order, I also noticed that they were also using recyclable plastic. I am always a little bit skeptical in this aspect because a lot of these brands are not as sustainable as they presume to be. I do have to commend them if they are actually using reusable plastic to kind of pack their clothes. I do not know in the long term or in the general picture how sustainable these brands are, so I just wanted to put that out there. So I opened the items that I received, and to be honest, the first kind of impression that I had on them was okay, they look very good. I mean, they had a very nice quality, and the thing that kind of stood out the most is just how soft they were. I will show you guys all the pieces in a minute. I do have to say that they also came with kind of a coupon for your next order. You have I think 15% off in case you are maybe thinking of ordering for a second time, and also with kind of a stickers kind of brief where you can maybe just use a couple of these stickers if you would, for example, be interested in. But yeah, as I said, the whole process of ordering, shipping and receiving the package, and as well the first impressions were very positive so far. I will show you guys the pieces that I got now, and maybe we can also see together if we like them or not. So the first piece that I got is this very beautiful vest. I do have to say that this is probably the piece that led me to order for on this brand's website, because this vest I had seen so much advertised on Instagram. It was always kind of the first piece that I saw from this brand, and this kind of attracted me to it. Although I do have to say that my style has evolved a little bit to more neutral pieces. I really like patterned pieces as well, just because sometimes they bring a little bit of more diversity to very like the neutral outfits that I wear. So I ordered this one, and it has this very beautiful like patterns. It has very different patterns on it. The colors are very vintagey. They kind of like vary between brownish and greenish tones, which I really like, and these are also colors that I think really suit me as well. I do have to say that this one is one of the softest pieces that I got. It is not itchy at all, which is something that I really don't like in clothes. They have this very beautiful and a very soft material on the inside, which I think is also very nice now for the winter time. I ordered this in a size S, just because I was unsure if maybe a size extra S would be a little bit too small, and I do have to say that a size S for a vest like fits perfectly, just because like when it comes to vests, I really don't want them to be like super tight, because I know that I will use them as a layering piece. So I really wanted something that was a little bit more on the looser side, but also not extremely oversized. And to be honest, this fits very perfectly. I am very happy with that as well. The price of this one was at 19.55 Swiss francs, which I also think that is quite reasonable for a vest. As I said, it also had a little bit of a stretchy material, as you can also see on the camera as well. I do have to say that I have only positive words for this one. It is very beautiful. It is a thick, it is a full one. It is definitely like a light type of vest. It's not going to be like one of those like heavy super thick vests, but I prefer that as well, because as I said, I use them as a layering piece, but I also see them, for example, in late spring, for example, to be worn also by itself, maybe with you know, just a very like thin top underneath, because I think this would also make for a very cute top, like in kind of like those very warmishy days, end of spring, or beginning of autumn, for example. But I really love it, especially the colors like really speak to me, so I was very happy with this piece, and you will find it linked down below. Alright guys, the second piece that I got is this other top that also has like this very beautiful like color. It has very like whitish one that kind of like come not right to your neck, but more like to the top of your shoulders. It comes in this very nice gray color. It also has this very beautiful like lining details, which I think like give a lot to this top. I think it makes the top, in my opinion, because it definitely gives a little bit more of definition to it, and also to the way that it suits to your body. I got this as well in a size S. To be honest, I was quite unsure with the sizing, because I just didn't know, you know, like a lot of brands have their own like different sizing, and you know, when you order for the first time, it's a little bit difficult to say, but to be honest, I was very happy with the sizing. I mean, this one is definitely a little bit on the smaller side, just mostly based on my taste of clothes. I am more kind of like an oversized type of girl, but to be honest, like it also is a style that I don't think it would allow for it to be a little bit more oversized. I think it needs to be a little bit more kind of like on the tighter side. The only thing that maybe I didn't like is that it is a little bit too short. I mean, I have to say that, for example, with a pair of high-waisted leggings, or with a pair of high-waisted jeans, these fit perfectly, because they're kind of like on, you know, like on the border there. But I would say that, for example, with a medium-waisted like jeans and so on, like it will maybe look a little bit weird, at least for my taste. But for example, in the clip, I am wearing this one with a pair of high-waisted leggings, and it fits like quite nicely. As I said, the sizing was S. The material, I think, is a polyester type of top. I do have to say that it's not like the super best material of tops. I mean, it is definitely a very nice top, but I think it's a top that you would, or the material you would also find in other brands like it's Zara or H&M. There is not a big difference there, but compared, for example, to the other vest that I showed you guys before, this one, it has kind of like, for me, like not that softest material that I generally like in my tops. But other than that, I find this to be a very classy one, because you can definitely wear this, for example, in the evening, for kind of like an evening out, or for a date night and so on. I think it would look like very cool also with a pair of heels, for example. So I really like it. It's definitely a style that I don't wear as often, but I think that is a style that I also like, especially for like special events and so on. The price of this top was at 8 Swiss francs, so it was very cheap, which I think is also reasonable, as I said, considering the material of this top, and also just like kind of like the sizing of it. I think it is quite reasonable. It's definitely more on the cheaper side of things, but yeah, I really liked it. I think that I am going to wear it and incorporate it also like in my wardrobe, as I said, especially for those like special maybe evenings or events and so on, and you can also find it linked down below. Alright guys, the next piece that I ordered is a sweater. I love sweaters so much, especially when I am staying at home or working from home and so on. Like, they are just so comfortable, and I love a very soft sweater. So I ordered this one from them. I got this in the size extra S because I read also a little bit on the reviews that it was under this item, and I think that's also like a helpful tip that you can maybe like take with you, to always kind of like go under and check a little bit what other people that have ordered the same items are saying about the sizing, because as I said, when you order for the first time, it's a little bit confusing to guess like the right size, and a lot of the people were saying that this came a little bit more on the oversized side. So I went for an extra S, although for example I would always go for an S when it comes to sweaters because I want to have them quite oversized. And to be honest, an extra S was definitely the right choice for this one, because it is definitely on the oversized side, but it's definitely not uncomfortably oversized. I do have to say that this is probably one of my favorite pieces of this haul, one of the favorite pieces that I ordered. It is one of the softest sweaters that I have. The inner material or the inner lining of this one is extremely good and qualitative. It's one of those sweaters that will keep you very warm even when you are going outside. It also has this very beautiful like pattern here, which I also really like. I think it's like very cool because it's not very busy, but it has like a very nice touch on the center. It comes in this very beautiful like dark greenish, I would say, or military green, and I really love this one. Like, I have already worn it because it's just so comfy, and especially as I say, when you are like staying at home a lot and so on, I really love to wear sweaters all the time with leggings and so on. But also if you're just going out, I think this would be like a perfect sweater because it also looks very qualitative and is somehow also expensive. The price of this was at $19.55. I do have to say that the prices that I am mentioning are the ones with a discount code that I also got from them. When you subscribe to their newsletter, you get I think a 10% off discount code, so keep that in mind as well. But I do have to say that I'm very happy with this sweater. I think it's a very nice addition, and I will be wearing this a lot. I have already worn it a lot, so yeah, I really loved it. Can only recommend this one. You can find it linked down below. Alright guys, and the last piece of this haul is this very beautiful like green top. I do have to say that it feels a bit weird to talk about like very summery tops like when we are in the middle of a very cold winter, but I wanted to kind of like order a little bit of different seasonal items, just because I wanted to see a bit what the brand is all about. I ordered this very beautiful green top which has this nice flowery details. I got this in the size S. The price was also at around 8 Swiss francs, so also a quite cheap piece, I must say. I do have to say this is kind of like a knit top, so it also has a very like thick and full material, which is something that I like. I generally go for knit tops in summer as well, just because I like a bit like the fullness of them. As I said, it comes in the size S. Again, here for example, I would have preferred it for it to be a little bit more on the longer side. I do have to say that other than that, like the rest, it fits quite nicely, but I do have to say that it's a little bit short. The length of it is just a little bit uncomfortable for me personally, but then again, it's also a summery top, so I don't think that it will be like very problematic. It is definitely a very simple top, but it has like this very beautiful like flowery details which are embroidered, which I think also make the top a lot. As I said, like the sizing was a bit difficult to guess, but I think that like maybe like a size M would have been then a little bit too big on other parts, so at the end of the day I think that the size S was the best decision here, but generally I would have preferred for it to be a little bit more or to be a little bit longer than it is now. Other than that, it's very comfortable, it's not itchy at all, as I said, so I was also quite happy with this one, and you can find it also linked down below. As I said, I did not get one of the items that I ordered because they were sold out. I will also show you guys the item that I didn't get, which was also kind of like this knitted vest in this very dark blue, which was a little bit of a pity, but yeah, it happens. But yeah, to be honest, like generally speaking, at the end of this haul, I do have to say that the orders that or the items that I ordered from this brand called Cider were very good. I was not expecting them to be this good, especially taking in consideration the price of some of these items. I thought they would be like very cheap, or maybe the material would just not be very good, but to be honest, like they were quite nice. I mean, the quality of at least like 3 of these pieces was like very good. I do have to say, for example, the sweater is perfect. I mean, I don't think that I would find like a sweater like this in other brands, you know, like with the same price. And also like the first vest that I showed you guys was also like perfect, like really good quality and just very soft. So I do have to say that in general I was very happy with this one. Also the whole process of it was definitely also very happy. I do have to say that also like this coupon that comes with the order is also very nice in case you're maybe thinking of ordering a second time there. So yeah, I was generally speaking very happy with it. I do have to say that I always have my concerns when it comes to how sustainable these brands are, because the prices, you know, are a little bit skeptical. Like they make me a little bit skeptical sometimes, but I do have to say that if you're not ordering in huge amounts and you're not ordering so much there, it's also okay. But yeah, generally speaking, I was very happy. Would definitely recommend you guys to order there. Of course, just like with these brands that are not kind of like the standard brands, you do have to keep in mind that the returns are at your cost, and I think they also depend and vary on the country that you are based. So maybe go check that on their website before you order, just so that you have that in mind in case you would want to maybe return something that you didn't like. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Please also let me know in the comments down below if maybe you want me to review a certain brand that you have maybe seen but you are not sure if you want to order or not. I'll gladly do that. But yeah, I wish you all a nice week, and I will see you again next week with another video. Bye!